Hi Tubies, Paul here, and welcome to our channel where we share, comment and opinionate on some of the things that we love, such as music and films with a horror bias, as you can see behind. Our goal is to share and introduce our favourites to our friends and uncover some hidden gems we yet to discover, hopefully with your help. So join us on this journey of building our channel and community and becoming part of a Griffy gang and help us to reach our milestone of 1,000 subscribers. So, what have we got in store today? I thought, given that there's a new concert coming out, I believe this year, and tickets are selling like hotcakes, we would do a little bit of Black Sabbath. Look at War Pigs. Apparently War Pigs is all around an anti-war protest song. I have heard it a couple of times, but I've never really taken too much notice of the lyrics, if I'm totally honest, so this will be an interesting one. Released in 1970 from their second studio album Paranoid, and apparently it reached New Zealand platinum, and it got a silver certification for selling over 200,000 units in the UK. So it did very well. So without further ado, let's jump in, let's take a look. So already starting off quite dark, quite deep, isn't it? Really, a little bit of the drums, that iconic sound from Tony Iommi on the guitar, and just that bit of a thumping bass behind. Quite excited to watch the video to this, to be honest. I think I've probably only seen this maybe once. And as I say, I didn't really take too much notice, if I'm totally honest. So it will garner my full attention on this one, because I'm really interested to see where this goes. So without further ado, let's jump in and let's carry on. Because I feel as though we're just getting to the point where things are going to start ramping up shortly. Taking that in the background, they're air raid sirens, which would make sense, I suppose. War Pigs, the connection, but certainly that's what it sounded like. Yeah, air horns, air sirens. Well, like a hi-hat on the drums.
Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerer of death's construction.
Already starting off pretty dark then, isn't it? Generals gathered in their masses, just like witches at black masses. Evil minds that plot destruction, sorcerers of death construction. Sort of sounds like some of the things that we're experiencing today. Wars around the world, I suppose that's how they start, isn't it? You know, they come together, they plot there. When it says evil minds plot destruction, yeah, I can sort of see how that relates, how that ties in. So let's give it a bit more. Let's see where we end up.
In the fields of bodies burning, as the war machine keeps turning, death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Oh Lord, yeah.
Death and hatred to mankind, poisoning their brainwashed minds. Again, pretty deep lyrics those, aren't they? Death and hatred to mankind. I'm sure, as I heard or read somewhere, I think mankind will end up destroying itself because we just never stop fighting, have we, since the dawn of civilization? There's always something we're squabbling and fighting over, and I suppose as they get more and more of us and resources become tighter and tighter, you can see that's just going to get worse, isn't it? Unfortunately. Yeah. Choppy there. Sorry, just pause it again. Just going to rewind that a little bit. Is that... I know a lot of these videos are just sort of animated, don't, you know, all sorts of stuff, but that looks like, is it Battersea in London? The power station, the one that's on, I believe it's one of the Pink Floyd albums. Is it Pigs Fly or something? Again, you'll just have to educate me on that one. I'm not sure, but that does look like it, doesn't it? Well, I say maybe wrong. And I'm just wondering what the girl in red throwing the handkerchief down, what's that signifies? That sort of signifies she's saying goodbye to the soldiers there as they march off to whatever fate that may behold them. Now, obviously, that's what they used to do, wasn't it? You know, they'd wave them off on the platforms or wherever they are, wherever they were going. But yeah, I'm really liking this at the moment. Really am. It's very, it's a very dark, if you like, very dark song. It's very, but almost it's uplifting at the same time. If that sounds, does that sound right? Like I say, it's very, yeah. Get into this, get my foot going. I like it. And choppy riffs. Again, politicians hide themselves away. They always start the war. Never a true word said. Never a true word said. Always the politicians that start something and then they go and disappear, hide away, and then it's the poor, whoever they send there on the front line to catch the bullets or fire the bullets. Some of the politicians, they really do need to be held accountable. There's a couple that spring to mind where we've gone into getting political again here. I don't want to, but you could argue not too long ago went to an illegal war where they suppose I had weapons of mass destruction. Should that war have happened or not? Those people that sent a lot of people in there to die are still walking around today. I think, yeah. Maybe another video for another day. But there's never a true word I said. Politicians hide themselves away and they always start the war.
Why should they go out to fight? They leave their all to the poor. Yeah. Time will tell on their power minds. Make
One thing I noticed, Tony Iommi, with the couple of tunes I have really listened to from Black Sabbath, is not one of these. It's all over the guitar neck. 3,000 mile an hour doing 500 notes in a minute. Not one of those. It seems to be quite methodical. Chooses his notes very carefully. It works. It takes you on that journey. I'm not saying that some of the fast guitar players and some of the fast guitar solos, I don't like them. I do like some of them, but just because you can play fast and cram in as many notes as you can doesn't mean it's going to be a decent solo. You can play an excellent, memorable solos with just a couple of notes, nice and slow. Some of the old blues guitarists, some of the best songs, some of the best solos for me. And maybe Tony Iommi sits a little bit somewhere in between. Like I say, it's a bit bluesy. It's not fast playing, but just the use of the notes and the chords that he uses, just spot on. So you're not particularly fast. Probably the fastest part of any notes that he's played. Again, a little bit poignant there on the video. Sending people out to war. You can see like the oil, what would you call them, oil pumps? Quite poignant there, as it appears to be a lot of the wars and that tend to have fought over resources, particularly oil. Whether that was put in there intentionally or I don't know, who knows? Somebody must do. Put your comments in there, let me know. Well, there's the red scarf again. Ooh, little it's like a hi-hat or something.
Now in darkness world stops turning, ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power, and as God has struck the hour, day of judgment God is calling. Underneath the war pigs crawling, begging mercies for the sins. Satan laughing spreads his wings. Oh Lord, yeah.
Again, what a lyric. Satan laughing spreads his wings. What does that refer to? Does that refer back to the start of the tune regards the dictators, the politicians, their evil minds? Is that what you're referring to? As Satan figures spreading their wings, they're instigating this war, this conflict. Again, I don't know. They're pretty deep, the lyrics, aren't they? Certainly paint a picture, paint a story. I'd say some of it just going a little bit over the top of my head there, but I'm sure someone can comment and point me in the right direction, just to put some meat on the bone there as to what it's all meaning. Those drums. So she was a woman on the bridge, wasn't she? That threw what appeared to be a napkin down as though she was saying goodbye to the soldiers as they marched off for war. Then now it appears as though has she been caught? Is she sort of going to be on the firing line? It looks like she's about to be blindfolded. Is that what's happening? Appears that way, doesn't it? Let's carry on and see where this goes. There's not too much of the tune left, so let's carry on. Firing squad. Is it? It's lost me a little bit now. Does that say freedom? Is that what it is? Is she sort of defiant? I'm going to guess that on top of that building, I could only see part of it. It said freedom. So is she sort of, like you say, a bit of a, not a martyr, the wrong words, but being defiant in the face of adversity? She's out there banging the drum for freedom. That's what it looks like, isn't it? So let's just carry on and we get to it. Oh, and there you have it. What a track, what a tune. It's got such a groovy tune, hasn't it? Like I say, it's got a very dark undertone to it. Lyrics are very deep. However, they do, like I say, they paint a picture, but they had lost me a little bit in some areas of the tune. So again, if you could put in the comments, just let me know. But from my interpretation of that, it sounds as though you've got the people in the top there, or the politicians, or the people that are sort of, whatever you want to call them. It's those that instigate the wars. And then unfortunately, it's mainly the innocents that get pushed out there to fire the bullets and take the bullets, while those that instigate the wars sort of sit in their ivory towers where they're nice and protected. Then it looks as though there's a young lady in there that she was standing up for, trying to do the right thing, standing up for freedom. So yeah, really interesting video. I say, great tracks, definitely a banger for me, definitely going on the playlist. And I believe, say, this year Sabbath are playing. I think this may be the last time that they're ever going to play. So if you do get a chance to go and see them, go and see them. I'd love to go and see them. I really would, but I believe the ticket price is a little bit astronomical, probably a little bit out of my price range, unfortunately. But it is what it is. As long as we've got this music that we can keep listening to, all the better. So anyway, that's me done and dusted. I'm going to love you and leave you, and I'm going to be out of here, and I will see you on the next one. Ta-ta for now.